Well, here we go. Not only is this my first video of a computer build slash unboxing, this is actually my first video ever. So, cramming all that in together, let's see what will happen. I have no clue. I'm not sure how to do it. I've watched a few. My name is Rick, and I've always wanted to do this. Not to put it on so everybody can see it, but just so I would have a historical trail of the building process. What I really just wanted to do was snap some pictures of the empty case, and then, oh, there's a power supply, and oh, now the board's in, and so if anybody was curious enough or didn't have a life, they could actually follow along and watch. So I'm sure the video won't be all that great. Not the content, that'll be debatable, but as far as the technical end of it, will my face be in the video? Will it be over there? Will you hear my voice but not see me? Oh, that'll be up in the air. We'll see what happens. I don't even know how to edit video, so we'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, so there's a little bit of history. I'm in Tucson, Arizona. It's hot. It's been hot all day, 110. So I don't go many places right now. Anyways, let's get down to it. Let's take the camera here and I'll show you a little bit of what's going on. The computer that I've been using is the CyberPower. I ordered it, or I bought it from somebody online. Craigslist to be exact. Good guy, real good guy I bought it from. I had a laptop I was using at that time. It was working okay, but when my kids came over, I have two boys that come and visit on the weekends. When they come over, they like to game, or they did like to game, and my laptop obviously just was not cutting it. So I sold that, bought this one, didn't build it. It was okay when I got it. I've kind of let it go a little bit. I try to keep it clean inside, but it did have lights in it and all that stuff. How did that come out? Just noticed that my LAN cable has come loose. What in the world does that go to? I don't think that's I think that's something else. Anyways, let's see. So this is what I've been using. I've got the specs of this thing. I just wrote them down. I'll share that with you. Hold on one second. So I was so unprepared that, sorry about the camera. I was so unprepared that I was getting ready to, actually I did put the power supply in. I put one screw in it, and then that's when I remembered, oh yeah, do I want to do a video? So if I'm going to do a video, I have to go get dressed. So, I had to go put shorts on, shirt on, brush my teeth, blah, 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 straighten up the living room a little bit. Hide all the incriminating evidence. Come here, Nikki. Come on. This is my girl. She's going to help me. If nothing else, she'll keep me calm during those moments when everything is not calm. So anyways, here are the specifications of the computer I am using. By the way, I quit smoking February the 7th of this year. I'm still hanging on to my e-cig. And this is what did it for me, and I'm very proud of my accomplishment. I'm about ready to lay this down as well. What people don't realize is that, yeah, I may not be spending all that money on cigarettes, but you still have to put something in this. And that costs a considerable amount of money to me. It's not as much as cigarettes by any means, but there's questions about the healthiness of this as well. So I'm ready to lay this down. I'm just going to wait till we get through the holidays, first of the year. I'm done with this. Okay, this computer, let's see, what was this? That's not it. It's this one. What is this? Anyways, scheme, Wi-Fi, anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, this was a PCIe 2.0, not 3.0, SATA 2, 3 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes of RAM, It is operating with an Intel Q8200, 2.33 megahertz, 4 megabytes of L2 cache, 1333 front speed bus, quad core. Release date was August of 2008. Runs on 95 watts. $224 was the cost of the CPU. August of 2008. So 8, 9, 10. That's 7 years old. That's a 7-year-old computer. I don't game. I do a little bit of intensive work on the computer, but nothing that this won't handle, and nothing this new build certainly won't handle. We'll get to that. Memory in this old machine is DDR2. I think it maxes out at no. It says maxes out at 4 gig. I can't believe that. I would lean towards it being 8, but it doesn't matter. MicroStar MS7529 board, USB 2.0. The chipset is G31. It has a Radeon 5700 series GPU with 1 gigabyte of RAM. So, I am doing an update, and I have been buying parts every payday. I'm on disability, so I have a lot of free time on my hands right now. Not a lot of free money. So it's been taking me 3 months to get where I'm at. I've got everything that I need. I don't have everything that I want. So that's what I'm working on now, is the want list. There are a couple things I still need. I still need a copy of Windows. I don't want to I don't want to rob all the parts from my old computer, because my older son is 17 and he is interested in it, and I have told him that he is welcome to take it. He swears it's better than his computer at home. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I know they bought a new computer last year, so I'm thinking it can't be. It cannot be better, but if he wants to take it and try it, he can. So that's the reason I don't want to take the parts out. I was going to take the DVD player out. You know, $20. I can buy a new one. I'm not worried about that too much. I don't know what I'm going to do about the hard drive. I really want to put a new hard drive in the new system, so we'll probably do that. So that's $60. Let's see. Still going back and forth on cooling. I will probably air cool it for now. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that I can still do to this system after the first of the year. After payday in September, gotta stop. I gotta start saving for the holidays, for Christmas. So when we can pick it back up first of the year, it'll be a done system, but there will be so much more I can do, and that's the cool part, and that's what I've been kind of hoping to do. Let's build one. Let's put it together. Let's have fun putting it together. And you know, the fun part has been the research. Oh my gosh, I was out of it. I built computers 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and then totally walked away from it. I mean, I looked at computers, but as far as the specs of new systems and as they progress, I was totally lost. Everything was brand new. It took me 2 weeks to get current, trips back and forth to the computer shop, researching online, YouTube videos, and I didn't think I'd ever get it all together in my head, but it's coming. It's not all there yet, but, you know, I never bought a video card before. That was a totally new operation for me, so I went into the computer store and asked some questions and got current on that. Excuse me one moment. So, anyways, that's kind of where we're at. I guess I need to start telling you about the new equipment. And I don't even know how long these videos should be. I like to make long videos. I like to watch long videos, because when I sit down to watch one, I want to make an event out of it. I don't want it to be a 10-minute thing. You know, it's like I want to watch a movie. I want to sit down and watch a build from beginning to end. I don't care how it works. There's only one person I've seen that does a decent YouTube video on YouTube, and his name is Carrie. I don't remember his last name, but I really enjoy his videos. I've learned a lot from him. But he does videos like that. He's from start to finish. I love it. I love it. Okay, so the other thing I'm going back and forth on, yeah, is air cooling for the processor, which, by the way, is an Intel i5 4690K. Let's see, overclocking. Have never done it. Kind of curious to see what I can do with that. That'll be totally new for me. Lots of new things here. But ultimately, I want to water cool. I want to install the radiator, and I want the benefits of it. Nothing else. It looks really cool, and I think it does a very efficient job at cooling down the PC. I want a mechanical keyboard, a new mouse. Yeah, who wants to put a new system together and have the same old keyboard and mouse they've been using? Don't have to have the video card right now. I have a feeling I'm probably going to buy one when I get paid. But it could wait to the first of the year. And the monitor. I'm operating right now with a 32-inch LCD television. It does okay. The games look great. As far as using it as a computer monitor, it's always been good for me. But I hear that a dedicated monitor will definitely give me some performance improvements. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been looking at some. That's going to be a first of the year thing, I think. I'm not really sure right now. But I have almost everything I need. I need a copy of Windows, a DVD player, and a hard drive. I think we can handle that next payday. If we're lucky. What do I have? What do I have? Let's go get the fun stuff out of the way here. I'm using my webcam, so we'll just have to suffice with what we have. Okay. Well, let's just do this first. Let me stand this up. This is the case that I bought. I love it. It is a, who makes it? Cooler Master Stormtrooper. Here, let's show you too. Stormtrooper. It's a beautiful case. I really, really like it a lot. There's reviews all over the place. There's not a lot of them, I guess. The one that I got, I guess they just started making the windowed one. The one with the glass window panel on the side. So, so there's that. I've got that off already. Like I said, I was getting ready to tear into it. So I'm not gonna go over the specs of everything right now. I don't feel like it. You can find that, anywhere you want online. So lots of room in this case. I've already configured the fans the way I want them. I believe these are LED fans. Red and black is my theme as far as the color goes. It's got lots and lots of pass-throughs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole bunch of pass-throughs for wire management. All kinds of light-up buttons. You can operate the fan speeds, and all the way, I think 6 settings from low to high. 3.0 USB, 2.2 3.0s, 2.0s, headphone jack, microphone, reset, power button. Love the handle. Love the back part here. There's somebody else on YouTube said it, and he said it well. It reminded him of the Batmobile. And I'm not into Star Wars Batman stuff, but it does look like the Batmobile. Makes you want to get in and go for a ride. There's a little, I guess, a secret compartment down in here. There's a little box that pulls out behind here for all your case accessory screws and wires that you're not using. Absolutely wonderful idea. I wish everybody would do it. You always end up with something that that goes with the case, and you wonder where to put it. These things are wonderful. They're so easy to operate, take out, put back in. And these things always break on me, and I don't think I'll have that problem with these. Now I know what everybody's talking about when they say, "Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to do this with one hand." So, anyways, very handsome case. Lighting probably sucks. It's the best I can do at the moment. Maybe next time we'll try to do better lighting. Okay, so there's a fan there. There's 2 up front. One here, one in the very front. And there's a very, very large fan up in there. Yeah, you can see that. It's pretty jazzed about that. So, okay, I'm going to lay this down because I think it'll be easier for me to work on it that way. And then we'll just talk about what we have over here. Picked up a SanDisk, 120 gig. That's another one I'm kind of jazzed about. Never had one of those, and that's going to be for the operating system. Got the RAM right now. Oh, this is another one we can look forward to after the first of the year. This is 8 gigs of RAM. Don't know if I need 16. I'm going to do 16 because, you know, us guys, we like the bigger the better. So this is G.Skill. What is it called? Rip Jaws or something like that. It is 8 gig. And I didn't notice when I bought it. I wasn't paying attention, but it is 1866 DDR3. And so that's pretty cool. Some books and stuff here. Let's see. Got the Corsair CX750M. I wanted something modular. I've never had modular before. So that's pretty cool. I don't have to deal with all those wires unless I need them. And yeah, it's a good looking power supply. It's got a great warranty. This is what I was actually getting ready to put in. But the power cord, and then the only thing that's not modular, and it makes complete sense to me. I'm not sure why you would do it any other way. Maybe there's a reason. I don't know. But the 24 pin, the main motherboard connection, is straight wired into the box, into the power supply, and that's so okay with me. I mean, it's got to be there anyways. So why not? You know, why not have it wired in there? Why would I want to go through the trouble of plugging it into a connector? To me, it's kind of silly. I think it's just fine the way it is. So, anyways, there's that. And then we've got the. I'm so bad at this video stuff. We got a bag of cables. You know, I really wish they were sleeved, but for the money, I mean, I just really like these plastic. See if I can get a close up on these plastic cables. They just look like junk cables to me. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're. I'm sure they're great cables, but they just don't do it for me. The other reason I was thinking about not doing a video on this is because it really does slow you down. I mean, majorly. The emphasis is no longer on the build. The emphasis is on the build and the video. Everything I bought, almost everything I bought new from Newegg, and I think Fry's Electronics. So, anyways, the motherboard is the MSI Z97A Gaming 7. I'll give you a peek at that. I'll set the board up there. There's all the goodies they get. I don't know why everybody goes into this. I mean, I guess if you never bought one before. Okay, they give you some SATA cables. I'm going to show you the cool stuff anyway, if I can pick it up. Maybe I can't pick it up. Hold on. I'm not crazy. I'm not sure if I like this video stuff or not, man. I guess I'll have to decide on that. If we go any further, there's the plate. I/O plate. We'll need that. Well, that's about it. There's some other odds and ends in here that you need, but for the board, I'm not going to get into all that. Anyways, yeah, I'm really not. This is really tiresome. This is a lot of work doing video and stuff, but hang on, I'll get this board out for you. I'll show that to you. Oh, let's see here. For all you guys that do videos, I applaud you. A lot harder than it looks, let me tell you. I'm not set up for it. This is spur of the moment. I don't even have a proper table to work on here. Like I said, I was gonna put the power supply in, And then I was going to put the I/O plate in. That was it. That's all I was going to do tonight. That is all I'm going to do tonight. But thought I'd bring you along, make you a part of it. So there's the board. You know, like I said, if you don't have a life, and I have a life. I'm just saying it to be funny. But if you're into this stuff, this is really cool. I'll give you close-ups on it. I hear this thing lights up. I don't know how that's going to really be cool or not, because the video card is going to sit up here, and it probably is going to be buried behind something. Hopefully not. So, anyways, it's got a little dragon right there. I didn't even notice that until I got it in the mail. So you get a bit close up on that. A little dragon right there. You know, the things that make it fun. Lots of good stuff. I did a lot of research on this board before I bought it. Yeah, there's other ones. You know, I'd like to have a workstation board, but I don't need it. There was one with Wi-Fi. I don't need that either. Cost went up like considerably when you put Wi-Fi on it. Something else. I can't remember what it was. There's that big fan. I love that thing. Thing's huge, man. I know it's plastic, but dang, thing would take off a finger, I would think. Anyways, yeah. As soon as I got ready to order this board, 3.1 came out. And I was looking at it one day. It was 3.0, and the next morning I got up to order it. I was like, what? 3.1? What is that? So I guess that's the new USB standard. Right there. 3.1. If you wanted to read that, I don't know. Everything's running backwards. Makes it hard to do. I really never paid much attention to the bottom of this case, but it is really cool. The dang thing is just surrounded with clean filters that you can clean. One there, and one there, and one on the top. So everything I bought really is fun. Okay, so the one thing that I did not buy new, call me crazy, but I didn't want to spend $240, $50 for a processor. So I found this one online on Craigslist. It said brand new, in the box, never been opened, and I bit. I went for it. He wanted $200 for it. And I'm thinking, you know, $200, I'll just buy brand new. But I went and met him, and I saw it. I looked up everything I could find about packaging on Intel processors, what to look for to avoid a fake. And then I found a section about the numbers. These numbers on the box, you know, they got to match the numbers that are on the CPU. If they don't match, then you don't buy. So you had to know which numbers actually make up the serial number. And then there's also a little number on the side of the chip, not on the silver part on the top where you see the processor, but on the green around the edges, there's a little number on there too. They all have to match up to the number on the side of the box. So the other thing I was happy about, kind of happy about, was that it's a retail box, and because of that, I can use the fan that's in there to get me through to the first of the year. Now, I don't know. I might do that, actually. I was just going to buy a $25, $35 cheap air-cool unit. I could still do that. If I wanted to play around with overclocking a little bit, perhaps I should. But if I do buy a graphics card and I run low on money, this could get me through into the first of the year. I would think without any problems. But yeah, if you wanna see it, I can open that up. Again, it's the 4690K unlocked version. Why did I pick that? Because it seemed to me like I kept hearing that series of numbers over and over again. To me, that's a good sign. And I started reading the reviews. I didn't even know what the socket sizes were anymore. I didn't know what number of CPU. I had no clue. I didn't know whether to go with AMD or Intel. Well, I did know to make the choice, but I did not know. I knew nothing about it. I decided right away that AMD, back when 8 years ago, when I was building computers, AMD and Intel were like neck and neck, man. I think you could even put an AMD processor in inside of on an Intel board at one point. That's how closely matched they were. Now when I'm looking at AMD, it seems like they might have dropped the ball a little bit on processors. Um, they have good prices, but it concerned me that they weren't quite as competitive, or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but they just didn't seem like they were quite as competitive as they used to be. And I was hearing lots of things about Intel. I'd never bought Intel before, so I decided on Intel, and then like I said, I kept hearing 4690K, 4690K, and so I started reading the reviews, and that's what we came up with. Since then, I've discovered that it's a kick-butt little processor, isn't it? So anyways, the other thing you can check on to make sure it's authentic is it does have an Intel fan, and there is a series of numbers on there that you can check. I do have thermal paste. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. I guess well, if I use a fan, I guess I will. But anyway, so there's that, and then there's the processor. There it is. Come on out. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to look at something on here. It's a lot of money. Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? Okay, so the guy wanted to meet me when I bought this processor. I texted him, and he was like, yeah, meet me over there at a Black Crown coffee shop or something on Speedway. So I drove over there with my brother, and we pulled in. I said, watch it be those two biker dudes. We were laughing and everything. Sure enough, it was. It was the biker dudes. And you know what? I was happy because I have no problem with biker dudes. The guy was really nice, and I could tell right away when I met him that he wasn't pulling no jive. He was straight up. He had actually bought the processor for the wrong board. Common mistake. Made sense to me. I verified the numbers. $175. Ha ha! I was tickled over that. So it doesn't seem, and I asked in the stores, doesn't seem like these things ever go on sale. So $175, I saved myself $51 or so, which can go a long ways towards something else. So yeah, there it is. Put that back in there. Put that back in there. And I think that might be it for the parts. Let's just double check, see if I missed anything. Did we miss anything? Just like I said, I don't have the cooling yet. I'll be getting everything else, the hard drive and everything, September when I get paid. So that's it for now. This is where I'm at. I guess we'll call this part 1. I'm going to go ahead and put a few things in here. I don't feel like doing any more video. My God, this is very difficult. Wish I could set up a cam and just like take you along with me as far as like holding this thing and trying to demonstrate stuff. That is really difficult. It's really, really hard to do. It's like I say, hats off to you guys that do this, man. Hats off to you. That's incredible. Maybe like if you had somebody to stand there and do the video, that would be cool. But I don't have nobody to do that. So anyways, I guess we'll make that the end of this one for now. I'm so sorry about the camera. I will try to fix that on the next episode. Let's see if we can get the camera on a tripod. I do have one, it's just not here right now. But I'm having a whole lot of fun with this, and I guess all of us do when we build computers. How often do we get to do this? You know, 8 years ago, I was due. I was due, and yes, I could have done this sooner. I didn't really have the need, I guess, to do it, but or whatever. But figuring out how this goes back in here. I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope this is something that interests you. I know people watch these videos. May not watch mine. Come here, Nikki. Come up here. Say bye. Say hello and goodbye. So anyways, I'm smoking on, I don't even remember what this thing is anymore. So it's an Aspire, Nautilus Aspire Mini tank on a MVP battery, 20 watts. Now I've seen these things dang, it's just like computer CPU wars. They started at 10 watts, they're up to like 200 now. This is a 20, they came out with a 30 when I bought it. I can't imagine why anybody would need it. I don't go over, let's see what I got it on. I got it on 4.9. I think that's false. If I go any higher than that, it tastes bad. It tastes burnt or something, so I don't know. It works for me. It got me to stop smoking. Very cool. I didn't think I'd ever be a non-smoker. It took me 6 months, all this time from February 7th until just a few days ago. It finally occurred to me that, hey, I'm a non-smoker. And I thought I would die a smoker. And I am so happy. Dudes, you don't even know how much guilt I carried around thinking one day I would have to say goodbye to my children from a hospital bed because I was dying of cancer. Might still happen, but you know what? At least I can say that I wasn't smoking anymore. And that means a lot to me, man. My kids mean so much to me, and I didn't ever want that scenario to ever happen, and I'll never say it again. I don't even like saying it. But I carried that guilt around for years and years and years, and I don't have to do that anymore. I am totally smoke-free. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't smoke pot. Trying to do all the healthy things. I turned 53 years old yesterday, and it's time to take care of me. I've not been easy on my body. I demanded a lot from it, good ways and some not so good ways, but lots of personal progress. I finally got into a stable position where I'm at now after years of moving around. Been in this little apartment for 5 years, got my feet on the ground, got my bills taken care of. Things are going good. Things are going real good. So anyways, really jazzed about this. $175. So sometimes you gotta be so careful with Craigslist and different places. You buy something previously purchased online, especially, this was the one thing that I'd have said no. I'd have put my foot down. I'd have said absolutely no way. It's like, I don't mind buying a shirt at the Goodwill, but I have certain things I put my feet down on, and one of them is shoes. I just don't want a used pair of shoes. You know, just something about that. And there's other things, you know, and I've never seen it, but, you know, used underwear. Come on, there's certain things that you don't buy used, you know. This is one of them. But it turned out. I took a gamble. I took a risk. You know, it could have turned out bad. I could have lost 100. And I knew that going into it. But I told my brother, I said, I have a real good, strong gut feeling about people. And if I pull in there and something doesn't feel right, or if there was a little security seal on here from the factory, you know, it's just those little round pieces of clear tape. It says factory sealed, you know, and that was intact. But I already decided that if you can't take that off that I'm aware of without tearing something, and I scrutinized that, man. I was like, if there's the slightest little imperfection on that sticker, if it looks like it's been ripped anywhere near that, the deal would be off. But it wasn't. It was all perfect. It was all good. And I got lucky. Well, I did my homework, and I was careful. And I was ready to walk away if it didn't work, if it didn't look right. $175. I've been looking at other processors, Intel processors, all day long. They were 160, you know, different various price points. And mine was the better one, and it was cheaper, and just I'm getting a real kick out of it. So anyways, done with that. I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll put that power supply in. So take care, and I guess that's it. Bye.